Kia ora, good morning. I am leaving Waipapakauri and the Ngāpai holiday park now. If you've watched my previous video, you'll know that I lost all my footage from the GoPro. Just had a little bit of camera footage and something my darling daughter sent me. But loved the landscape and quite challenging hiking from Keprianga to the top of 90 Mile Beach. Did not enjoy the beach. So today I'm going to start by walking through about 3.5 kilometers of pine forest on my way to Ahipara, and then when I get to the end of the forestry road I'll have to go down to the beach. It's going to be high tide about 11, which it's going to be high tide in about 2.5 hours, so I might spend some time sitting and watching that. Hopefully the rain will have stopped by then, so I'll show you the highlights. That path there goes up to a beautiful lake, and I've instantly forgotten the name of it. Might be Ngāpai. I'll put a correction up if I find out that I'm incorrect there. But can you hear the cacophony? It's certainly the sort of noise I enjoy. Far better than walking beside a road, right? But those feral birds have been chasing each other around in circles. Well, I suppose the two in the front aren't doing the chasing. Very entertaining. Further to that cacophony, it's heading towards the beach now. According to NZ Topo, the track veers away from the coast just up there, so I'll start looking for my way out. It's easy to find. Oh, I mean, I shouldn't speak too soon. I might find it's not. Oh yeah, there's a marker up there. Perfect. Well, that was pleasant. Wish it had lasted a bit longer, but I don't want to veer away from the coast too much. I know it shouldn't be here, but it is pretty. Mind you, pine. I'm taking the bird in the hand approach and using this track to get to the beach, rather than hoping that the next track is a nice accessible one. I may have taken the adventurous route. I'll just have a peek around for a second. This looks more like me. And now I've just spotted a nice track going around the perimeter, all at lower level. Extra steps. That's what I need. extra cardio. I've been walking for about an hour and a half. I've made it to the beach. I'm going to sit down and have a wee break. It's about just over an hour before high tide, so I'm going to sit and have a break. I have immediately been found by sandflies. Hey, I was only there about 15 minutes and already the waves are much higher, so definitely going this way. I think it's a little harder walking, but it's actually a little more mentally stimulating, so that is a bonus. Okay, that big Norfolk pine marks the halfway mark, 7 kilometres done approximately, and 6.5 done, 7.5 to go, something like that. Anyway, rather nice back here. I'm enjoying this walk actually. Really enjoying this sort of track rather than on the beach. I'm concerned I may have run out of track. That seems to go inland a lot. I'm going to check the maps because I would have at least a 2 hour, more than that. At least a 2 hour wait, probably 3 or so. That's a bit cool for that. I'll come back to you. The tide was coming in too high. Might be a spring tide, 3 metres something, right up the beach. So I thought I would follow what I thought was still a public track. Turns into a private road and there is nothing to tell me, or if there was I didn't see it. So anyway, this goes up to Sandhill Road. So I'm adding a couple of kilometres today, but I think it's worth it because the sandflies were having a proper feast. So yeah, that's the plan now. Walk up this private road, got permission from a landowner, and turn right onto Sandhill Road. Find my way to Ahipara and the cafe. Actually, I should say the sandflies are bothering me because they're landing all over me and sitting on my glasses, but they're not biting me. I've got that goodbye sandfly, and it's doing a brilliant job so far. Just got chased by that dog, who's now being nice and quiet, but he doesn't belong to the landowner who gave me permission. He's from a house further down the track. So that's frightening. Hopefully he'll stay where he is. And another beware of dog sign, but at least that gate is closed. Okay, keep going. There's a way Central Road as we were coming. Hopefully I'll be there soon because I just got the rack up from another dog. This one wasn't keen to get off his porch, so that's much better. But yeah, hopefully I'll be there soon. Okay, yay! The promised Sandhill Road. Just follow that for, as the gentleman said, 10 minutes in a car. So goodness knows how long, but he said it's not far to Ahipara, so I could look at the topo map. But I already know that sometimes you're better off not knowing. Okay, going that way. My detour added a few kilometres. I'll figure out how many later and try and put it on screen. But I am now approaching my destination for the night, the top 10 at Ahipara. And I came via the North Drift Cafe, so I've already been up to kilometre marker 103. Got a lovely coffee and fabulous fries. Might have been helped by the fact that I was hungry, but they were kind of all crispy on the outside and soft on. Anyway, don't get me started. Delicious. But yeah, so top 10. I'll sign in and put my tent up because it got really wet with condensation overnight, and dry it out. And I might or might not check in later. Ka kite.